What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about something that a lot of people in Minnesota don't fully realize. Yet that's just how big the fraud problem is in the state. Most of the time when fraud comes up, people immediately think about the daycare fraud because that's what's been in the headlines. But I want you to understand right away that what's happening goes way beyond that. Minnesota is dealing with fraud in almost every area of life right now, from our financial systems and government programs to the online spaces, housing, investments, and even within the families. I've been looking into this for a while now, read through cases, listening to stories from the real people who've been impacted, and the pictures that comes together is honestly alarming. This isn't just about a few bad actors here and there. This is a widespread issue that's growing fast and it's affecting everybody, especially Minnesotans. Let me start with the identity theft and the financial fraud because that is one of the biggest problems happening right now. A lot of people don't realize how easy it is because the criminals, what they do to steal personal information. They're doing it through fake emails that look like they're from banks or companies you trust, through text messages about packages or account problems, through fake job applications, and even through hacked websites and data breaches. Once they get someone's information like social security numbers, bank logins, or credit card details, they don't just use them once or move on. They open new credit cards, they apply for the loans, and they drain bank accounts and take over unemployment benefits and file fake tax returns. I've seen stories where people didn't even know they were victims until months later when their credit was destroyed or they were being chased by debt collectors for the money they never owed. And the worst part is that a lot of these is being done by organized groups who buy and sell stolen identities online like businesses. Now, on top of that, we've got massive fraud happening in the government benefit programs here in Minnesota, and I'm not just talking about the daycare fraud. I'm talking about the unemployment insurance, housing assistance, the food programs, disability benefits, and emergency relief funds. What's happening is scammers are using the stolen identities or fake profiles to file huge numbers of claims all at once. Sometimes they even recruit people to help them do it in exchange for a share of the money. This has cost taxpayers millions of dollars and it's made it harder for real families who actually need help to get assistance quickly. Agencies are overwhelmed trying to sort through the claims versus fake ones, and results for everyone is slowed down. It also hurts the public trust because people start questioning these programs, even though most of the people using them honest and just trying to get by. They're honest and just trying to get by. Then there's the online scams, which honestly have become a daily threat for almost everyone. I'm sure a lot of you watching this have gotten emails or texts claiming to be Amazon or your bank or the IRS or a delivery company saying there's a problem with your account or a package. These messages look incredibly real and they're designed to scare you or to click a link or send information right away. Social media has made things even worse. The scammers create the fake profiles pretending to be friends or businesses or even celebrities, and they message people directly asking for money or help. One of the most heartbreaking types of scams I've seen are the romance scams, where people build their relationships online with people for months or even years, only to be manipulated into sending thousands of dollars to someone who has never been real. There are Minnesotans who have lost their life savings to these scams, and it happens more and more often than most people think. Housing and contractor fraud is another issue I want you to be aware of. Right now, scammers are posing fake rental listings using photos of real homes and apartments. They offer prices which seems reasonable, but a little too good to pass up, and once someone sends a deposit or the first month's rent, the scammers disappear altogether. Families show up ready to move in to find out that the place has never been for rent. The contractor scams happen a lot more storms or during storms or harsh winters when we know Minnesotans get plenty of it and they're desperate to find somewhere to put a roof over their head. Some people end up losing tens of thousands of dollars and are left with homes that are still damaged or even unsafe. Investment scams have also gotten much more advanced. It's not just some random person calling anymore. Scammers now create professional looking websites, fake trading platforms, and even have dashboards that show the fake profits to convince people their money is growing. They impersonate the real financial advisors, run ads on social media, and they push the cryptocurrency schemes that promise fast returns with little risk. I want to be clear. If anyone ever promises you guaranteed profits, that's a huge red flag. People are putting in retirement savings, college funds, and emergency money only to find out one day that the platform is gone and their money is too. This kind of fraud destroys people's futures. One of the most disturbing things I've learned about is how much seniors are being targeted. Elderly fraud is growing fast here or there in Minnesota. Seniors get calls from fake tech supporters, people claiming there's a virus on their computer and demanding payment. Others get calls from people pretending to be the IRS agents, Social Security officials, or even police officers threatening arrest unless money is sent immediately. Some scams pretend someone won a lottery and just needs to pay some fees to claim it. There are even scams where criminals pretend to be a grandchild in trouble asking for emergency money. And sadly, sometimes the fraud isn't even coming from the strangers. It comes from caregivers or even family members themselves who take advantage of the seniors financially. Many older victims don't report it because they are embarrassed or scared, which allows these scams to continue. Another big issue is the fake charities and the impersonation scams. Whenever there's a disaster or a major event, scammers pop up pretending to collect donations for victims. They make emotional posts, fake websites, and social media pages that look real. Others impersonate the utility companies, government agencies, the police departments, or even veterans organizations and pressure people to pay immediately or donate. They rely on the fear and the urgency to get people to act without thinking, and almost always they ask for payment through gift cards or wire transfers because those are nearly impossible to track. When I look at all these things together, what becomes clear is that fraud in Minnesota isn't just one problem, it's a massive statewide issue affecting almost everyone in some way. It's happening in our banks, online, in housing, and in government programs and investments and other inside families. Criminals are getting smarter. They are faster and more organized using technology to reach more victims than ever before. And while law enforcement is doing what they can, fraud is evolving much more quicker than the system can keep up. And that's why I wanted to make this video. Not to scare you, but to make sure you're informed. The more we understand how these scams work, the better we can protect ourselves and the people who we care about. This isn't just about the money being lost, it's about the trust being broken and the people's lives being turned upside down or even destroyed. If this video helped you understand how widespread fraud really is in Minnesota, make sure to hit that like button so more people can see it. Share it with your friends and family to spread the awareness, and subscribe to the channel for more real, unfiltered conversations about what's happening in our communities and across the country. I really appreciate you all watching and supporting the channel. Stay informed and stay aware, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.